What is going on, everyone? Today it is time for Week 5 NFL picks and predictions. Last week and the week before I did videos on the season giving you guys my picks. The season total is 35-27 so far, which is 56.45% winning percentage. Obviously, we're trying to build upon that this week. Last week I went 9-5. There's still 2 games to go that haven't happened yet at the time of me recording this video on Monday night. So hopefully we can go like 11-5 or 10-6 last week. But with that said, last week I gave you guys 4 locks and 1 upset. The upset that I gave you guys was correct. The Bucs over the Eagles. Only 33% of people had that, and I was one of them. But then for the locks, we went even. We went 2-2. So we're trying to do a little bit better this week in terms of that. We have some teams having bye weeks for the first week in the NFL season. This year we have the Detroit Lions, the Los Angeles Chargers, the Philadelphia Eagles, and the Tennessee Titans all on bye. So instead of your typical 16 matchups that we've seen for the first 4 weeks of the season, we're going to get 14. Now this week seems like a pretty tough week to pick just from a glance at it and doing a little bit of research. The games are really close, and I think that they're going to be a lot of upsets this week. There's a lot of games like the Texans versus the Bills, the Raiders versus the Broncos, a lot of kind of divisional matchups that you just don't know exactly which way they might go. But I got 3 upsets for you guys this week. The first one is the Falcons over the Bucs. Only 33% of people have the Falcons winning. Last week, my upset, like I said, was the Bucs over the Eagles. But I just think the Falcons can win this game. I think it all really relies on Baker Mayfield, and I think he's kind of up and down. And, you know, he had a good week last week, but I think he kind of comes down to earth a little bit, and the Falcons get this win at home for the first upset. The second upset is the Jets over the Vikings. The Vikings got to lose eventually. You got to lose sometime in the season. They're 4-0 right now, and this is a game on their schedule that I think is losable. There's not a lot of games that you look on their schedule and you think that they can't win those games. This is one of them, you know, with Aaron Rodgers obviously at the helm. I think that there's a chance for the Jets in this game. So I think that this could be a good one for an upset. There's only 29% of people picking the Jets, but I'm going to be one of them here, so give me the Jets. And then you have the Panthers at the Bears. This one kind of surprised me a little bit. Only 15% of people at the moment picking the Panthers. And I really like the Panthers because I just think that Andy Dalton right now is playing really good ball. They were competitive last week versus the Bengals. And the Bears, I think that they're a decent team, but I just think Caleb Williams isn't all there quite yet. I think he still needs time to develop. And, you know, they're going to lose some games because of that. I think it's going to be really close this game, but I do like the Panthers as another upset. It will be in Chicago for a second week in a row. Then you got the locks for this week, and I like the Commanders over the Browns. This is a 50-50 split game, but I just think that the Browns have had some bad losses to the Raiders. You know, the Giants, they just haven't looked all that great, all that impressive. The Commanders, though, are coming off of 2 impressive wins versus the Bengals and the Cardinals, 42-14 last week versus the Cardinals. And I just think that the Commanders are rolling. I like what I've seen from Jaden Daniels, and I think that they can win this game against the Browns at home, so that's a lock for me. Then you got the Saints at the Chiefs. Give me the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are, you know, they just find ways to win. It doesn't matter how well they play. If, you know, they only come to play in the fourth quarter, they're going to end up getting that win. And I think that the Saints, you know, they had a really explosive start to the season, but I kind of think that they start to fizzle out, and that this is part of that. So I have the Chiefs winning in the second lock, and then the final lock of the week, I have the Packers over the Rams. The Rams are just a really beat-up team, probably the most beat-up team in the NFL up to this point. And the Packers, you know, they did lose last week, but they looked good. Jordan Love is finally back, and I think that, you know, his second game back is going to be a lot better than his first, and I think he's going to get into the groove of things and really put on a nice showing against the Rams. I think the Packers are going to be a sneaky good team for the rest of the season. The Rams, you know, they're going to be competitive as well, but I just have to see them get healthy first, which has not happened yet. So those are my locks. Those are my upsets. I'm going to put the rest of the picks down in the description below. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Later.